Hi guys, my name is Kevin and I am the SI for Dr. Dingwall's Biochem 110B section. Today we're going to be going over an introduction to fats. So let's jump right into it. For the first question, it says provide three differences between fats and polysaccharides. So one difference is that fats are more reduced. And if you remember, reduced means that they contain more hydrogens or protons. So if I were to draw a generic fatty acid, we can see that at all these positions, we're going to have protons or hydrogens, right? Same thing. And if we were to compare this to a sugar such as glucose, which you guys should know how to draw, you can see that fats are going to contain way more hydrogens or protons than does a glucose molecule, all right? So the second difference is that fats carry less water. So what do I mean by this? So fats are going to usually contain two oxygens, right? And these two oxygens are going to have lone pairs. These lone pairs can then hydrogen bond to water, and this is what I mean that fats carry water, right? If we were to look at a sugar such as glucose, we see that glucose has way more oxygens available to hydrogen bond with water, thereby carrying more water, all right? Now we can go to the third difference, being that fats are long-term energy storage. We talked about this in class, how fats are going to be our long-term energy storage. We use this over a longer period of time than we do sugars. You guys should know the kind of approximation of how long fats do last versus how long sugars do last. If you guys remember, sugars usually last about 24 hours, and I'll leave the fat approximation to you guys. So these are the three main differences between fats and polysaccharides. Now we can move on to the second question. Which is healthier for you, saturated or unsaturated fats? And in this case, it's going to be our unsaturated fats that are going to be healthier for us, right? So why is this case? Unsaturated fats are going to have those double bonds, usually cis double bonds, that are going to make kinks when you bring in a whole bunch of fats, versus having saturated fatty acids that are basically going to, in a more generalized fashion, look like this. You can pack them pretty easily, versus if you have unsaturated, it's going to be more like this, right? So they take up a larger space, so we're consuming less of them, all right? That's why it is healthier per se, okay? And now, for the last question, what are the three steps in breaking down fats for energy? So our first step is going to be breaking down the fats, breaking down, and in our body, we usually see fats as triacyl glycerols, or tags, right? So we're going to break down the tags into its basic components, right? So breaking down tags into our fatty acids and our glycerol backbone, all right? Our second step in breaking down fats for energy is we're going to have to activate, right? A circle with a triangle in it is going to mean activate our fatty acids so that they can enter the mitochondria. And our third step is going to be taking these fatty acids that have just entered the mitochondria and oxidizing them, which ultimately results in the formation of energy. So we're going to oxidize these fatty acids to make ATP. So if you guys have any questions about anything that we covered in this video, or if you guys have any questions in general, please come to my sessions. They are going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like I said in the previous video, they are at a new time. They are from 3 to 4. Still Tuesdays and Thursdays, and still the same Zoom ID meeting number that is on Dr. Dingwall's syllabus. Hope to see you guys there. Have a great day.